If you like talking,
Women.
Ladies.
men,
Topic.
Conversations.
and occasional uninformed politics,
Multiple talking women is for you.
hit it!
Hello, and welcome to Multiple Talking Women. I'm just one of your hosts, Felicity Bramblebush.
Hey everybody, I'm the producer. I'm Paula Gerkin, here to keep an eye on things. And we have a co-host today that is not Lana Brown. She did not give us a heads up that she wasn't coming, so this was a shock to all of us.
This woman just showed up in her stead.
Yes.
so-
what's your name?
I am Bianca. Bianca Chichoni.
Okay, great.
Right.
And
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Oh, thank you so much.
I mean, very similar vibe to Lana.
Well, we are relations.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, I find that surprising. Well, you know, she likes to say she's from everywheres.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you also from
She
everywheres?
has- My roots go deep and wide.
So I believe it with you. I don't believe it with her as much.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we are relations.
Okay.
Yes, we have a family tree, and she is on it.
Okay.
Okay, well,
If you don't mind me saying,
I
I will
stand
say
corrected.
one thing they have in common is, you know, pretty great breasts.
Oh,
that's
you.
That's true. That's something.
thank you
that's
so much. I thank God.
You thank God for them?
Yes.
Well, I thank God for our guest today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's get into it.
I thank God every day, but especially today because we have the one, the only, the gorgeous Melissa Fumero.
oh,
Yes, welcome.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you for being
Are we
here.
trilling that R?
You can. It's a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice, you know.
I went for it.
Yeah,
did.
I was very good. It was a good trill.
Oh, thank you. Bianca inspired me.
Oh, thank you so much. I am an inspiration, and you are an inspiration.
Yes.
You really are. Now, if Lana was here, she would comment immediately on the texture, the glow, the condition of your skin.
skin and hair.
Oh.
Of your skin and hair.
I'm wearing makeup, but thank you.
But I bet even without it, it'd be pretty glowy.
Mhm.
I can rock a glow sometimes.
You got weird stuff going on under the makeup we don't know about, or
Oils, serums.
Oils and serums.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we
And
just
maybe
talked
weird
about
stuff.
traveling to Florida, where everyone glows.
Everyone glows in Florida. I glow in Florida.
Yeah.
In Florida, no one needs makeup.
No, in Palm
No.
Beach.
All that
it's-
humidity.
Well, if you tried,
Beautiful.
it would just melt right off your face.
That's true too.
See, in Hollywood, you can really hide.
Yeah.
You can really hide behind a lot.
Yeah.
But it's just really laid bare in Florida, isn't it?
what are your if because Alana will like this, I want to know, what are your favorite products? Do you have some products that you can't live without that you swear by for your face?
Oh, SPF.
Oh,
good one.
What are you going
Good
to
one.
30 or 45 or what are you
Ooh,
rocking?
Girl, gotta go 45
Yeah.
or higher. At a
Zinc
certain
or
point.
chemicals.
Chemicals.
Chemicals, okay.
Yeah.
You don't like that zinc.
Yeah, I don't really have the complexion to pull off zinc without looking weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Clown.
It's
Clowny.
very
It's
pasty. no?
very pasty.
Very
It
pasty.
just, yeah, it doesn't absorb. Yeah. And I personally kind of think the chemical ones are better.
Yeah.
I don't
They
trust
block
I don't
them.
trust the zinc
Yeah.
sometimes.
You know, I don't really worry about it. I don't go
Why?
out
Because
and
you think God's protecting you everywhere.
Well, that's exactly right. And during the summertime, the heated months, that's when we spend most of our time in our bunker.
That's true.
We go underground.
You have a bunker.
Of course. For
Yeah.
the end of times. Everyone
right.
should.
Is there something in the Bible that says it's going to happen when it's hot? Is that what makes you go underground in the summer?
You know, I feel like you're trying to razz me or bust me.
Well, I'm just trying to find out what you believe.
No, it doesn't say anything about that.
Well, then why are you going underground when it's hot?
Because I don't want to get burnt.
Oh, all right. I thought it
Okay.
was some.
Oh.
It's
Biblical
psychological
reason. All
too.
right.
You know,
Okay,
we
but-
can know when it's going to happen, you know.
but
Yeah.
all
We
of
know.
the fun summer things happen underground.
Okay.
Fun summer
Like?
underground.
Like water slides.
Underground water slides?
That's right. I will take you all down there.
How
I
big is
send
this
them.
bunker?
I'm good. I don't need to go.
And
I don't
it
wanna
goes
go
to the
down there.
center of the earth, almost, I think.
Wow.
Like a cenote.
I'm sorry.
A cenote.
I'm sorry?
A cenote, underwater pool and tunnels that you can swim in.
It's the note.
Is that the business
In
you're
Mexico,
in?
they
What do
have.
you do for work? We got to learn a little bit about you before we get into our guests. What do you do for work, Bianca?
I am the face of Macy's. When you walk in, I am the first one you see.
Oh,
with
you're
the
the
perfume.
Wait, you're the you're one of the. Oh, I see.
I am the face. Porque when you walk in, I am there, you know?
Great.
I am
Steve,
the one you see.
When you say that, it makes you think something else. It makes us think somehow you're a
Like it's part of their
spokesperson.
marketing or advertising.
I mean, I
That
guess
is your brain, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Pero I am the one you see
Yeah.
for the scents.
Okay, great.
So you sort of you spray people whether they want to be sprayed
Well, no.
or not.
No. Bueno, most people want to be sprayed, you know?
They want it?
When they see.
Because when they see you.
They want it. What you have to find is the right scent for the person, you know?
Are you
It's
wearing,
very specific.
Are you wearing? Do you wear a scent, Melissa?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wear
For
a
like
scent.
a special occasion or
Yeah,
for like a
going
bedtime.
out.
Bedtime.
I don't know about bedtime.
Sexy, sexual time, you know?
Right.
You have a sex one?
Many people have a sexual scent.
Yeah.
Well, that's something different, though, isn't it?
I think you're talking about pheromones.
No, that is some. Well, that is a different scent. Okay. No one puts that in a bottle. No.
Got it. Oh,
Maybe
no.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow. That's something she'd
Oh.
sell. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, she had that vagina candle.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
All right, let's get back to Melissa,
Okay,
please.
yes.
We don't have to.
I want to. All right,
Let's take it back.
let's take it back to when you were a little
Little
baby
teeny
fetus.
fetus.
I don't know if I
Where did that
remember
happen?
That far
First
back.
memory, go.
New Jersey.
Wow.
First memory would be a tiny little town called Guttenberg. That's like a 5 square blocks,
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a little.
kind of right along the Hudson River.
No, I don't think of New Jersey as having small towns. I just think of like the gangsters.
I think of Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen. Basically,
Pizza.
Bruce Springsteen and
in
gangsters.
industrial areas.
I mean, you're not that far off.
Okay.
But it is a lot of small towns, clusters of small towns.
Okay.
Yeah. Like imagine all the neighborhoods in LA, but they were towns.
Do you know John Bon Jovi?
I don't, unfortunately. No, I don't. But I did meet Bruce Springsteen once.
What?
And I,
Wow.
yeah.
The king. What do they say for him? The boss.
The boss.
The boss.
Yes.
How did that? What was that like?
So I was asked by a friend to be a go-go dancer at this outdoor rock festival in New Jersey. And
Whoa.
Steven Van Zandt was one of the producers of it. And he was playing on stage and I was in like little hot shorts and like a bright pink wig. And then all of a sudden Bruce Springsteen came out. He said hi to all of us. And then he played and we danced in the background. And it was pretty
How old were you when this happened?
cool. Like 21 or
Wow.
22.
Wow, this is like a little bit of a Courtney Cox moment.
Yes.
Yes.
But real life.
But real life.
I know
with hot
Bruce.
shorts. You know Bruce?
Yeah.
How's that?
How?
I've written a couple of his songs.
Which ones?
Incredible. Wow.
Which ones?
Poet.
Well, one I'm not allowed to say.
It's a new song.
No, I'm just not allowed to say I wrote it. I took a lot of cash up front, so I wouldn't say anything. And then this,
Wow.
And then the one you're allowed to talk about?
Born in the USA.
Wow. I was not, but I love that song. It's a beautiful anthem, you know?
Mm.
And he has a
Anyways.
scent of very masculine, that
Yeah,
man.
he's very
very
masculine.
masculine.
A lot
You
of
can
hair on his
smell it.
chest.
Rubber tires
Guy,
and
rubber
and
tires.
leather. He's
Yes.
very,
If you had to guess what scent he wears, what do you think?
yes,
Bruce?
the element is algo como a mix of patchouli con is something that smells like cigarettes y leather, pero red leather, you
And
know?
maybe corn.
Corn, no corn. I don't get that from him at all.
No.
He's
He's not a farm guy. He's not a farm
Well,
guy.
he
He's
does
a-
wear
he's a-
that red handkerchief in his back pocket, which I
Yes.
think in the gay community symbolizes something. I'm not sure what.
Oh.
And you use that probably to pat down your sweaty spots. So I imagine it's
Bueno, in Florida, they must have them everywhere porque everyone is sweating.
Everybody's
there.
right.
Yeah, you need a
Right.
handkerchief.
Yeah.
right.
Bandana time.
The lyric from Born in the USA that you're most proud of, please.
Long Tong Sally.
Long tongue is Sally. Wow.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
don't know that.
Long Tall Sally. Long Tall Sally. I can't remember. I wrote a long time. Long
Sally.
Tall Sally in the USA. I like that because I said, there's not just men. There's women and they're all
Yes.
sizes.
Yes, many sizes of people.
I mean,
Anyways.
it's a
No, I misspoke before. Long Tall.
okay.
That's what I meant. Long Tall Sally in the USA is the thing.
Long tall is a little redundant.
Thank you.
Long
I like the way it all rolled together. And guess
Yeah.
what? Tell that to the millions of people singing it all over the country.
You're correct.
Now, and how do you know Melissa?
Yeah, I was a police detective for a little while. And so when she was doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine, sometimes they bring people on when they say, hey,
Yeah.
we need some experience.
She
And I
was
think
a
you did an undercover episode. At one point you had to pretend to be undercover for something. Is that right?
That happened a few times.
Yeah.
And she was a consultant. And,
Yeah.
Did you have to learn to handle a firearm?
I did. We did drills.
Wow.
We did how to clear corners and
Corner!
yeah.
Wow.
Like a
that.
restaurant. That's what they teach you in the academy.
Uh-huh.
Corner.
Yeah.
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 At Macy's también they have these sharp edges.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to say, hey, I'm coming here on your right, on your left.
Yeah.
Porque no,
Then
Yeah.
you end up with
Did you ever have an
in
accident?
the kidney. Oh, my ribs at the end of a busy holiday sale. Ooh,
Yeah.
I am like punctures everywhere.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's very bad.
Well, one of the episodes that I was consulting on, was one of the episodes that was up for some award. I forget which one.
Oh. Yeah. I think it was just like a online college award.
Sure. And I said, hey, you owe me one because I was part of that episode. And,
Yeah.
and then
she did.
here she is.
Wow.
So
It's been a few years,
Fantastic.
but fun. But she's
it was.
okay.
I was waiting for a good opportunity to
okay.
call in that favor.
Now, part of what we're trying to learn on this podcast is how to make it in the biz. Lana and I are trying to break in, basically,
Okay.
because we're just miserable in our lives, and we want to be people who, frankly, get free things, and maybe a little bit of work.
Okay. Okay.
Were you go ahead.
To play a police officer, but you're not a police officer.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's Well, you have to train with consultants so you don't look dumb holding a gun.
Right.
Got to spend some time with the costume. The belt can be quite heavy.
Wow.
Yeah, you got your walkie-talkie, you got
Yeah.
your gun, you got your mace,
Mhm.
you got all kinds of stuff. on
Different things, and even on TV when it's a foam kind of situation, it's still kind of heavy. So you have to learn how to wear that naturally. And then I think just fake being confident, really confident. I think police officers are confident when they show up.
Fake confidence.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, on to piggyback on that. So, when you were on stage with Bruce Springsteen,
Sure.
were you already kind of going like, "Ooh, I want to be a performer for a living. This is what I want to do," or was that just a random someone asked you to come do that?
Well, I may or may not have already been working on Brooklyn when I did it, and that was part of the hot pink wig.
Wait, so hold on.
In
so
disguise.
A little bit in disguise, but the show had just started, so
you were
nobody
that-
really knew
you were
who
that
I was
much of a little
yet.
baby when you were on Brooklyn. You were
Oh no,
like,
wait! I'm sorry, not Brooklyn. It wasn't Brooklyn.
Okay.
It was another show. I was sorry. It was,
okay.
I was younger. You're right. I got my timeline mixed up. I
Okay.
was working, but nobody knew who I was. But it was a random ask, and I just said yes because it sounded like fun.
So you were working in showbiz.
I was working
You
in
were
show
already in the
business.
show biz.
I was
When
already
did
in the show
When did you
biz.
start? Were you like a kid in school who did plays and stuff? Like, well, how did you get into it?
I did. I was dancer.
Ooh,
First.
what kind of dance?
Ooh, that was a lot of excitement.
Well, I'm love
Did you
dance.
used to
mover, I
dance?
guess.
I love.
She's
Well,
a mover.
I'm trying.
Oh, got
I'm
it.
trying.
Oh, currently.
That's right. Got it. Yeah. What kind of dance did you do?
Mostly ballet, some
Wow.
modern jazz,
Ooh.
feel like they would call it contemporary now. The labels
So you thought
have
you
changed.
might go on and be a dancer like on Star Search?
I thought I would be a dancer like in the chorus of like musicals.
Broadway.
Musical theater.
Broadway.
Wow.
But what about singing? Can you sing?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, so that's why that
makes it tough.
didn't really happen.
Yeah,
it
not a
made it
lot of
hard.
just dance shows. You got to hold a tune a little bit
A
sometimes.
little bit, yeah. Which I can maybe hold a tune a little bit, but not.
But you sing with your body, no?
I
You sing with your
very nice.
body,
That's
huh?
true. That's true.
I guess I do. I
So
guess
you're
I
doing
do.
that. You're going along, and you're trying to be a dancer. What point do you go? Maybe I'll try acting, or does that just kind of happen to you?
A little bit of both. I think I always loved acting and wanted to be an actor. And then I kind of in college and was getting more acting roles than dance roles per se, I guess. And then
Do you think you always wanted to be an actor, but you thought that's never going to work for me?
Yeah,
I'll be a dancer instead.
I think I thought the dance route was a little like safer. Like, oh, that's what people know me for. That's what I'll probably end up doing. And
Right.
acting felt harder, I guess,
Right.
or not harder, but like a little more out of reach, I guess. I didn't believe in myself as much.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
I
right,
guess.
That's the
right.
problem you have.
Of course, that's the problem I have.
Yeah.
And then what's the thing that made you say, I can do this?
Oh,
Yeah. Was there one specific job when you said, "Oh, maybe"?
I think it was getting into NYU. I went to NYU,
That's a good
and I
school.
think getting in
University.
made me kind of feel like, oh, maybe I'm good at acting.
Did you audition? Did you
Yeah.
have to?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had to audition.
Do you
I had to
remember
sing.
your audition piece?
You had to sing.
I had to sing because I was auditioning for the musical theater
Oh.
studio.
Cap 21.
Cap 21.
I know it.
You do.
I've done my research.
She was wondering if she could apply, even though she's in her 40s, and they said, it's
Excuse me.
tougher.
Please don't tell America how old I am.
Oh,
Okay, in her
that's a
30s.
violation.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's a violation.
Yikes. All right. So
Yeah.
you get it. So what was your audition piece? Do you remember any of the
God,
things
I don't
you did
remember.
saying or
I
did?
remember I had to sing probably a ballad in an up tempo. And then I did a monologue, which there was this monologue. I think it was just from a monologue book because I remember I did it a lot through high school. It was like the monologue I did for a long time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't from anything. It was just from
Right.
a
Stand
monologue
wrote
book.
a
Just
monologue.
they wrote like a standalone speech. And at the top it said what the circumstance was.
That might be a great business to get into.
Writing
monologue.
monologues.
Yes, you are.
I mean, you've written for Bruce Springsteen, so why not?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Write a monologue book.
a song is a monologue, no? Unless it's a band. Porque in a band, it's more people.
Sure. It's not just one
Right?
person.
Right.
That's really good, Bianca.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to, and do you do a full 4 years there at NYU, or are you scooped up for show for TV? And
That
you're like,
happens,
well, it happens.
right?
It does happen. No, I finished. I did. It's gonna sound like a brag, but I did finish early because I did summer school
Oh.
because it was very
smart.
expensive. So I finished a semester early.
So in the summer, you acted so much, they said. Bye-bye.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to finish a little early.
It'd be great if Lana had sent somebody who knew anything about the industry and just
Nope. She
I
sent
do.
her
I
Macy's.
have sent so many celebrities.
Oh.
So many.
Who have you-
So
I didn't know a
have
lot of
a
celebs
back
were heading
door
into
to the
Macy's.
industry, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you are an actor,
Sure.
when you are a dancer, when you are something creative, you are very open, you know? And you need something to put your mind at ease. So many
Aromatherapy.
people come. Yes. So I am like a therapist.
Who's the
For-
biggest
for
celebrity
sent.
that you've scented?
Bueno, the biggest is ranking, you know, pero Donald Glover.
Oh.
He's
That's
pretty
pretty
big.
Very big, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Very big.
He
is
frequents the Macy's that you work at.
frequent, no, porque when he came, it was a bullseye. I got his scent, you know? But I have scented him. You know, his very nice arms.
Okay.
Okay.
He soaked up the scents like his body, porque it's chemistry, you know? You have this scent, the smell, and then you have your chemistry. So it's a match. It doesn't need to be
That's how you know if it soaks in.
100%
Yeah.
like a marriage, pero 60-40 match, 30-60 match, 70-90 match, something that adds up to 100, you know?
70 and 90.
Some
does
people
not.
Yes.
are more absorbent than others.
Some
is what you're
couples
saying.
are like that, no? You're married, no?
Ah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
60, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90. What is the relation of match?
Oh, wow. We're,
So
we're going,
personal.
all right, we're
I
changing.
jumped the
Yeah,
gun.
it's okay. Let's do it.
No, yeah. I've never thought of it that way. I guess I would say we are like a 7, no, maybe like a 80-20.
80-20,
Interesting.
nice.
In terms
I
of
don't know what
smell,
that means.
In terms of match, you don't have to have 100% the same.
I
Right.
see. So there's
It can be
20% out there that's a
80-20
little different. Got it.
Yeah,
I
like
see.
40,
But that can make it
60.
interesting.
Very
He
interesting.
pisses me off about 20% of the time.
There you
So
go. It's
I think
important. You
That's-
need that dynamic.
about the balance.
How does that work for you in the you have kids too, right?
Yeah.
Is that hard to balance all that?
To
To work and like
work.
so I have to work. I also have to try to get some time with I'm not saying I'm pretending I'm you right now.
Okay.
I work on set and then I'm trying to spend some time with my husband, quality time. But then I'm also trying to spend quality time with my
pulled
kids.
in a million directions.
You pulled it,
Yeah.
is that hard?
Yeah, it can
Yeah,
be.
what do you
Yeah.
think, Paula?
Do I think it's hard?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know why. I'm not a kid person, so I don't know.
of course.
And I'm not a partner person. I don't want to. I don't like I take care of myself. It's easy.
You are a lone wolf.
That's exactly right.
She's a lone wolf.
Yeah.
That's right. And you just lock the door, and your kids are all inside, and she lets them just fend for themselves.
In the
That's
bunker.
exactly right.
She's in
Well,
a
make sure they have
bunker.
screens.
You make sure they have screens, and then, but you don't let them have snacks. You lock the cabinet.
No, because they're all too heavy.
Yeah. She
The
likes her
snacks
children
are
to be
heavy.
thin.
Listen, I watched a season of Brooklyn
Oh.
Nine-Nine where you were pregnant the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Is that
The
exhausting?
one where they hid it or where they showed it?
I feel like I've seen some where they clearly were hiding it, and sometimes where you were not hiding it.
Yeah.
Well, once you were in a couple, like officially, you
In the
could
show.
not. Then you could be pregnant for real in the show too.
Yes.
That's when they let it be a thing.
They did, but our characters had a little trouble getting pregnant, but I was pregnant.
Right.
And I looked a little more pregnant than I did the first time because it was the second time. Second time it shows a little more.
Oh, is that true? How is it because your body's like, we're ready to stretch?
Yeah, your body just kind of goes, oh, we're doing this again. And it goes
Yeah.
like right
that's
back.
interesting.
And now I've been pregnant 12 times, and let me tell you, my brain is not in my head,
Do you know where you are right now?
barely.
Yeah.
But when I'm pregnant, forget it. I don't know who's who, what's what.
Yeah.
So how was that for you?
Yeah, similar. I don't, to be honest, I don't remember much.
You blacked it out.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it's that amnesia thing.
Yes, it's important. No?
I don't remember those seasons very much.
If the women
Wow.
remember, they would never.
They
They would never do it again.
Never do it.
You know.
I do know.
Yeah.
Were you someone in the delivery room just screaming bloody murder like the movies, or is that not real?
I think it's real for some women.
Yeah.
I do remember yelling some stuff during birth.
Like what?
Profanity. Profanity.
I remember screaming, "The ring of fire is real."
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And was that just
Were you
on
referring to
something,
your-
or was that just what was happening in your
perineum
body?
is on fire?
Yeah, so they call it when the baby's coming out. It's called the ring of fire.
Oh, right.
And then I heard about it in birth classes, and then when that moment happened, I was equal parts amazed that it was a real thing, that it really felt like a ring of fire. It was a very accurate name for the feeling, and also yelling because it was painful.
I thought it was a Lord of the Rings.
I thought it was a Johnny Cash.
I didn't feel any fire
Oh,
with mine. No.
at all? No.
No.
Oh, we
I
didn't
said
ask
like
you
a
this.
bullet train. I said
just-
now. Porque I decide, in my life so much with my mind, I say now. I want it now.
Wow.
Porque I wanted a Capricorn.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
and were
on
you
the
right on the
cusp.
cusp?
I was on the cusp.
So you
Yeah,
shot
I
it out.
popped it out. Yes.
I make a lot of noise because I love to be the center of attention. And you scream and they all come running.
Wow, that's what you enjoy.
Yeah, that's right.
Gross. I hate how much you're enjoying just even telling us about it.
I do. And
I
that's
don't think
why
I've ever
part of
seen
the
you-
reason I keep having babies, I think, is because
Yeah. I could see you get transported right back
that's
to that
right.
moment. Yeah. How much
Well,
all eyes on me.
It's probably the only time your husband pays much attention to you, if we're being
well,
honest.
thank you.
Well, she did get pregnant 12 times, so he's paying attention. Okay, he's paying attention.
Yeah, we still haven't
Okay.
dug
A lot of
deep
attention, okay?
into how that happened.
That
but
doesn't
anyways.
happen, you know,
All right.
in your sleep. But, bueno, sometimes it
Okay.
can.
Thank you.
Pero,
All right. One of the things we like to talk about on this podcast is confidence in like you said, you thought maybe dancing would be easier.
Yeah.
And have you ever been turned down for a job
Oh, yeah.
all the time?
All the time. Still.
That's what we hear, and that's surprising that
That
you
is
would
always shocking.
be. Shocking because you don't seem like you've been crying a lot lately.
You get a little more used to the rejection and I give myself 24 hours to be sad about it.
Oh, that's good.
And you're like her. You say you're
timeline.
done.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need
Yeah.
a
You need a deadline.
timeline.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
just feel really bad for myself for a day.
So you
And
go
then it's
go
off.
all in.
All in, whatever that means.
Feelings.
If it's laying in bed or it's crying or
Yeah.
it's eating a pint of ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, that's over.
It's like a faucet, no?
Yeah.
Tiamo. You
Yeah.
turn it on,
And then you gotta-
turn it off. Okay, my hands are clean now, you know?
Wow,
you're done.
this is probably a great tool for acting. Now, your husband is also an actor.
Yes.
Do you do a lot of acting together at home?
We do when we do self tapes, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You help
Okay.
each other do that?
We do.
Do you get mad at each other though?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes. I don't like the way he gives notes sometimes.
Oh.
And sometimes, yeah, he misinterprets, a sigh for me as like I'm annoyed that I have to do his audition,
Right.
Oh, wow.
which is true sometimes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
who wants to.
But
Yeah.
sometimes it's
You want to name drop your husband's name or no? You want to give him a shout out?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just David.
Hey, David.
Same last name.
Hello, David.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful name. David.
David.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David. A sculpture.
Yes. He is
David.
annoyingly
he's a
close
good
to a
looking-
sculpture.
He is a sculpture.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is
I'm gonna have to
fun, you
Google
know?
him.
Living
Now,
Yeah.
a
you
sculpture.
met on a soap opera, is that correct?
We did. We met on
Ooh,
a soap
so
opera.
Oh my
glamorous.
God, what was that like? Well, working on a soap opera and then meeting your husband. But
Oh.
first, being a soap actress. I
Yes.
love
Was that your
soaps.
first steady gig?
That was my first gig right out of school. And I didn't know anything. I think it would have been really hard to do later or older. So I was just like young and just
You think
kinda
not
like-
knowing anything made it easier?
Yeah.
Beginner.
Because ignorance is bliss. And I just was like, I guess this is how it is on TV sets. Everyone's a little crazy and it's a little bit toxic. And, you just do as you're told and move on. And
What was your role?
I played Adriana Kramer. Some would say Adriana Kramer.
Okay.
She was the daughter of one of the prominent matriarchs of the show.
Okay.
And even though my character was Puerto Rican and the matriarch was not, so I guess technically my character was half Puerto Rican. I was
Okay.
a part of the Latin family
Okay.
on the show.
Okay.
You are a mix.
Yes.
So it's a mix.
A
Everyone
mix.
is a mix.
Yes.
Really.
And we had a little Latin family on the show. And there was also like a little African American family on the show, and then everyone else.
Covered all the
and
bases.
then a lot of white people.
Pretty much.
Listen, I have a question for you.
Oh.
And that was, did you have an evil twin or amnesia?
I did not, but I was a recast.
Oh.
Oh, so one
So
day
someone
you show
else
up.
played my role, and I guess got fired after
Oh.
some time.
And then
a
you
few
went in with
months.
no explanation.
And then
Same name.
I auditioned, got the job, and then my character's first scene was the boyfriend rescuing me from the what's it called where nuns are?
The
Monastery.
You were in a
Yes.
convent.
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 Oh,
Why were
this
you in
is-
a convent? What happened?
Well, because the character had to go to a convent so she could go away
Oh.
and then come back as me.
Wow.
So the boyfriend rescued me from the convent.
The nuns were keeping you there.
The nuns in Puerto Rico
Yes.
Wow.
It can happen. They
were
need
keeping
people.
me.
Yes.
And the boyfriend found out where I was and went and rescued me.
Beautiful.
And then what they do with recasts is everyone says your character's name a lot in all of your first scenes.
Oh, porque it's psychological.
Yeah,
To let the
trying to
audience
remember, make you
know
remember.
this is
Yes.
the new Adriana.
Brainwash.
So yes.
Yes.
So every line starts,
Gaslight.
Adriana, we've got to get out of here. Adriana, what are you doing? Let's go. Let's go, Adriana. Just the name.
Just constant.
a million
And this was
Powerful.
before probably the Instagrams and the Facebooks and all of this. So,
Yes,
like,
this
can
was
you imagine if they had to
before-
try this now? It would be a huge deal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
The
I
comments
wonder
and
if soaps still do recasts, but I guess it would be easier because you could just do like a social media blast and be like,
That's
this
true.
actor's now going to play this role.
that's true.
And maybe then the other actors don't have to say the character name so much.
You know where I just saw this? Have any of you seen the show The Boys? It's
Yeah.
an Amazon
The
show.
Boys.
sure.
There's a person on there that was different.
Oh,
There's a man on
Same
there.
character,
Black
different
Noir?
actor.
Yeah.
The guy in all black?
No,
Oh.
he's one of the good guys. He's not a super.
No, that is the same actor.
What happened?
He lost a lot of weight.
Is that it?
That is still Laz Alonso, yes. But he lost a lot of weight.
That's surprising.
Yes.
Wow.
No, his face changed so much.
Wow.
But it's
no
still
wonder
him.
why, because I Googled it and I said, because I love that show, because I love the
Yeah.
idea of superheroes. You're just being, I like the idea if I could just go do whatever I want
Yeah.
everywhere in the world. That's why I like that show.
Well, I feel like
So
you
I
kind
really
of
love
do.
it. Well, I try,
Yeah.
but if I could be magic about it, if I could really
If you could be a
superhuman.
what power would you want to have?
Good question.
Ooh.
Think about
Well, I
it.
want two things.
Okay.
I want to fly and I want laser eyes.
Laser eyes. You know, you look at someone, you burn them.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would love to give you the
dangerous.
power of picking out better jackets.
Hmm?
Just because you look a little bit like someone who's doing card tricks at a pier.
At a pier, like us, the Santa Monica Pier, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Or
Guess what? That's what I was going for, so I win.
Okay.
Oh.
Great.
I
Wow.
was going for. I wanted to look like I was going to head out on a yacht or something. But
Nope,
card tricks
not a
is
yacht
even better.
pier.
All
Not
right.
off the pier.
Not a pier.
Well, everyone has their
More
own
pier than yacht.
style.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
You look wonderful. You got a discount at
Thank you.
Macy's?
I do get a discount. Yes, I do. And I buy everything.
Yeah, you like to shop.
You spend
I'm
your whole
very
paycheck there.
frivolous, you know.
Yeah.
I buy everything. I like the things I always have, you know. It's just I see something, I have to have it, you know.
Sure.
But a lot of things. My daughter is like, no, mommy, no, mom. Ooh,
Then do you get a lot of things from your shows?
Like free.
Yeah, please. Lana
Swag.
would want to know
Swag.
this.
Oh,
wanna
well,
know.
yeah, we get a lot with swag. You know, when
Yeah.
a show wraps, they give you a T-shirt with the show name on
A
it.
T-shirt.
Sometimes a hoodie.
Okay.
Or a hat.
hoodie.
What about
Okay.
skincare? You get any free skincare ever?
Jewelry.
Sometimes I get free skincare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Can we? If you're not going to believe it, but we're heading into that.
No,
time. I
because
know.
we need to go.
Wow.
We
need
do.
to
Well, this is what I'm going to do
okay.
right now.
Thank you.
Oh,
It goes so
no.
fast, and that's how you know you're having a great time.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you're on Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we. You know, I mean, like
How,
that's
what's the jump? What's the span of years between
soap
soaps
opera and
and
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nine-Nine?
Like 5-6 years.
But you're
Okay.
working the whole
So you're
time.
jumping into
working the
you're
whole
doing
time.
other things.
I'm working, but I'm struggling.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are acting.
And
That
then
is the
here's what
role.
I want to know. Well, first of all, what was the audition process for Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Like, was it like surprisingly not that rough? Was it like multiple auditions? What did you have to do?
Surprisingly, not that rough.
Okay.
It was an audition and then a callback before the holidays.
Okay.
I remember this only because then they didn't call me until after the holidays.
Ooh,
dare
Merry
they.
Christmas, no?
And they were like, and the call was, you're screen testing for that Andy Samberg pilot.
Is that with Andy or that's a chemistry thing? That's not the
No,
same
it was
thing.
with Andy,
Oh,
actually.
All right.
And
Nerve-wracking.
I, for a second, had to like struggle to remember what the pilot was about because it had been like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then I went in and screen tested with Andy, and it wasn't like sometimes when they do these screen tests, you're in a room with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And this was just the directors and Dan Gore and Mike Schur, and I think the casting director. Like, it was very small.
Great.
And it was just me and Andy, and they were taping it, and it was great. And
And did you know him prior?
no,
Oh, wow.
I mean, from SNL, but no.
But
and
not personally.
I so didn't think I would get the job that I ended up having the best audition of my life because I went in like, okay, I'm going to read scenes with Andy Samberg.
That's
Sure.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, don't want it too much, or at least don't show that
Which
you
you
want it too
can't
much.
I
do.
just didn't
You
think
can't
that there
do it.
was a chance in hell. I walked in and there was a female comedian I knew that was also auditioning, and I was like, yeah, that's who's going to get this.
Yeah.
Is somebody really funny who like does this all the time.
And then you go on for 8 seasons. Now, because that was such a successful audition and that feeling that you had, have you since tried to recapture that feeling of just not caring?
Yes, every time.
And is it hard to get back to that place?
Yes.
And also, even if you do get back to that place, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're going to get it for sure. It just
Right.
but it
Right.
feels better.
It feels better.
Yeah.
Every time I get something that I get excited about or care about, immediately my brain goes, well, we're probably not going to get this because
Interesting.
we care.
Isn't that funny? We play those games with ourselves.
Yeah.
If we want it too much, we're not going to get it. If we don't want it, we're
I don't
Yeah.
play games.
No,
I
that's right.
never.
Don't
No,
get that sense
Very
from you.
serious with
I feel like
my
you want
thoughts and my
something.
mind.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Your intention.
I feel like you're a manifester.
I feel like
If
you are too.
I am. I decide,
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning. I think today, do I want to be happy or want to be sad? If I want to be happy, then I'm happy. If I want to be sad, then I'm sad.
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
just decide. That's great.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
What I want to know. Do you have a question too?
No, I just thought it was interesting that some days you would say, today I'm going to be sad.
Some days you need it.
But I guess you had to you do this.
You have
Yeah,
to.
24 hours.
You give
I'm gonna
yourself a
decide
minute to be sad
It's
sometimes.
a different season, We are like the world, the nature. We are nature, no? So sometimes we want to be sad. You feel that, no?
I guess.
You don't?
I mean,
You
I
don't.
get.
You want
Sometimes
to be
I want to put
happy
on a
all the
sad
time.
movie. Say, well, I need a good cry.
Yeah.
I need a good cry. For
Sometimes a
myself.
good cry
I'm gonna
feels
throw
good.
beaches on.
Yeah.
Americans,
yeah,
they
that'll
want to
do.
be happy all the time. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah.
You
Well.
can't be happy all the time. You can't. It's not how life works.
No.
But can I get back over here?
Please.
What I want to know is what is it like to go, okay, I'm struggling, I'm auditioning, and then suddenly, okay, maybe season 1, but then suddenly everyone knows who you are, and you've got a hit show on your hands. Does that throw you for a loop, as they say? What is that like?
Well, we weren't really a hit for a long time.
It took a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every time you get to the end of the season, you don't know if you're going to be renewed.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
We did get some early-ish pickups the first few seasons. But they were always like, oh, the ratings are kind of low. We didn't know at the time that everybody was watching us on Hulu. Oh. And so it wasn't until the show got canceled, season 5, and we happened to be a slow news day, and we blew up on Twitter that we were like, oh my God, people watch this show.
That's pretty cool.
Like we didn't really, nobody felt like, I don't know, they were getting recognized all the time it was like here and there, but I don't know, it was a slow progression. So
Do you have the paparazzi?
No.
Oh,
That's
they
good.
are terrible, I tell you.
It's good to-
terrible.
Are they following you
People
around?
run into Macy's sometimes.
Oh, wow.
They are
right.
coming.
Yeah,
I say,
with all
no.
the celebrities.
Isn't that the
going into
perfect? I
Macy's.
feel like you two want, like you and Lana want paparazzi. I feel like, but
sure.
I think the perfect world is to get to do what you like to do without it.
100%.
Right?
I'm with you. I agree.
But you want
So
attention.
So you're saying you can just pop into a Ralph's
or a Macy's.
or a Macy's and
I'm going to Ralph's after this. Yeah.
hear that, everyone?
What kind of stuff are you gonna get?
Melissa's going to be at Ralph's.
What's on the docket for Ralph's?
Just some fruit. Some,
Okay.
some onions, some out of onions.
Okay.
Oh, fruit and onions.
Yeah.
Spicy.
You a yogurt girl?
Sometimes.
Can we talk about the podcast for a second? Because
Yes,
you have
this is big news here.
with Brooklyn Nine-Nine star
Uh-huh.
Stephanie Beatrice.
Stephanie Beatrice.
You have this fantastic podcast.
Yeah.
I listen to it and I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Called More Better. Tell
Very
us about
fun.
it.
Yeah. It's me and Steph. It's pretty much just our relationship and our friendship, which is we early on in the run of the show bonded over just kind of, I think, giving each other advice or walking into each other's dressing rooms and being all like, I feel like a mess, or I don't know what I'm doing, or
I've got to
you know.
think that's got to be huge to have a
Beautiful.
bestie on a job like that.
Yeah, and we got close pretty quickly. It was a similar experience for us, where it was our first big thing, and we were newbies and everyone else in the cast sort of knew each other in some ways. So I think we just kind of got really close because of that.
She's like a sister to you.
Yeah,
like,
she is.
That's very
So
nice.
And you talk about ways your life could be better.
yeah, we just like pick different topics and we talk about ways that we've found to be more better at those things. And but sometimes we're like, I don't know, we don't have this figured
Haven't cracked
out.
the code. on it.
This is hard
And what is it on a podcast network? Where is it?
it's iHeart Radio is
Okay.
producing it and it's on wherever you get your podcasts.
It's great. See, I
Fantastic.
produce this,
Yeah.
so it's tough.
It's hard. Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Do you make any money doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Good for you.
we don't have that.
Right.
One
Will
day.
you do us a favor and talk about us on your podcast?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. Since you guys,
Since we're talking
talked
about yours.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Spend at least 5 minutes talking about it.
Yep.
Yes, I am a substitute here today, pero you can say, I
yes.
am the face of
And what Macy's
Yeah.
is it that you work at?
All the
so maybe that they can talk about.
around.
Oh, you pop around.
I have been, porque my sales are through the roof.
Wow.
So they send me, if a Macy's is getting, a low in sales,
Sure.
porque kind of like failing, Ooh, he's so terrible.
Yeah.
So they send me, and I am the first one at the door.
And then everyone wants
with
to
the
come in.
perfume, and the sales go up.
Really that many. I only know of
Palm
one
Beach,
Macy's.
Van Nuys,
In Glendale. Oh yeah.
yes, Barstow.
Barstow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
go
the
way
big
out
one.
there. Sure.
I
Well, I
go
think I
where I
did
am
see you
needed.
on a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, maybe on the Blues
On
Clues.
the parade. Oh, yeah, I'm
Float.
always running
Yes.
on the side. Like,
Yes,
let me on,
yes,
let me. So
yes.
far, they haven't let me on the float. But I am floating right by them.
You
Like,
stay-
"Ooh,
you stay close
I
by."
love
You just
a
make
parade."
sure you're there every Thanksgiving.
Every Thanksgiving.
Sure.
Ooh.
That's great.
Oh, I love it.
That is great.
Well, it's time.
One
gotta-
last thing
Oh.
Okay.
we like to ask our guests to leave our listeners with a word of advice.
Oh.
For someone out there, a little Melissa, who's maybe dancing, maybe she wants to do something else, but she doesn't quite believe in herself enough, so she's doing this one thing even though she really wants to do another thing. What would you say
What do
to
you say?
her?
What's your words of wisdom?
Ooh, that's a good question. No one's gonna believe in you unless you believe in yourself.
Wow. That's true.
Wow, that hits me
beautiful.
someplace deep.
Yeah, because you want it all from external sources to tell you you're good enough. You don't.
I don't understand anything else.
I know.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
You have to believe in yourself.
And I have to say also that I've also seen you when sometimes I dip into this theater called the Groundlings, and I've seen you a couple of times up there, and you're so funny.
Oh,
but
thank you.
But also I think you're so good because you're also such an excellent actress.
Oh.
And that's and I love that.
That's really nice.
And I love
I'm
that
really
because-
just trying not to ruin it the whole time and
No,
let
listen,
the
it's
people
better.
that actually do it do
because
their
some
thing.
people are just doing bits, and I don't like that because I don't
She doesn't
understand
understand
what's
comedy.
funny.
Oh, no.
But
It's exhausting.
yeah. So sometimes people are laughing, and I'm like, I don't get it. But I'm watching you, and people are laughing, but I also get it because you're like a good actor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's really
Talented.
nice.
So she can do it. She can do anything,
Okay.
basically.
God. Well, why don't you marry her?
I would like to.
Okay, great.
But I don't believe in that.
That's true.
She is a Renaissance woman.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. All right. Let's thank Melissa Fumero.
Nice, true. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Are you? Do your kids audition? Do they go? Are they
in the
getting
pictures.
into the biz?
No,
No.
absolutely not. No. He did one audition, a voiceover audition.
Okay.
It was like through a friend. They were looking for kids.
Yeah.
And she said, hey, is Enzo like ever interested? And I let him do that because I was like, that's probably the only thing I think I would maybe just,
Yeah.
I've spent too much time with kids on set.
Hello,
Yeah.
me too.
You know what
I mean?
Me too.
Yeah,
but
some
you
of them
wouldn't
are
be
little-
that parent.
Sometimes they're little
No,
jerks.
You've
no.
seen those parents.
Yes. I don't know that I think it would stress me out. Like I would have too much anxiety.
You don't have control. That's the biggest
thing.
thing in working with kids, of seeing the way directors talk to the kids.
I did something recently, but the director was terrible
and then
to
the
the
kids
kid.
are traumatized.
Yes.
But because of the it's like, okay, action, do it. And
I
the
watched
kids
a
are going
director
through
talk
something.
down to a young girl one time. Yeah, it's things like
It's
that
horrible.
I know too much.
Yeah.
But voiceover feels maybe
Yes.
Yeah.
like okay,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Multiple Talking Women is hosted by Lauren Burns, Ariane Price, and Lisa Shurga, and produced by Carafano and Amelia Misco at Stampede Ventures for the Stampede Podcast Network. Okay, I'm done now.